Alright, let's start now. Is it? Yeah, that's the one.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse-eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
What a fanatic. Talking like questioning why don't human pick up arms. Scary helps. Huh? Scary helps. The thing is about that priest talking about why the human don't pick up arms. Actually, the time before the Witcher existence, many people have picked up arms, and many people have died. They didn't create the Witcher to actually fight monsters. They create Witchers for just creating Witchers for something superior. By the time their number is too much, they just cast them out and continue with creating more Witchers. The one that is cast out, the first Witcher, like I told before in The Witcher 1, the first Witcher was from the school of the Griffin, and he was just like all other Witchers who don't know what's their purpose anymore, just roaming the world. And then this Witcher from the school of the Griffin, there wasn't school yet during that time. There's no school. That Witcher just roaming the world, and by the time he come across this knight, like chivalrous knight, fighting, I don't know what monster he's fighting, but he fought this monster, and he seems like kind of need help. And then this Witcher just go and kill the monster with ease, with no problem. And this knight was like surprised. This Witcher is so good. He didn't know that this is a Witcher, and he like asked curious about the symbol on this. I don't know, either on the guy's shoulder, on the guy's chest. I don't know, but this guy have this symbol, like a symbol of Griffin. So he decided to start his school of the Witcher based off the Griffin symbol of the Griffin. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, School of the Bear in the Witcher. There's in the Witcher books. There's only 3 schools that was mentioned: School of the Griffin, School of the Cat, and School of the Wolf. But inside the game, the School of the Bear is what divided the most the Witcher, caused Witchers to actually go astray a lot more, divided. And School of the Wolf is actually the youngest school, the last foundation of schools. We don't know how many school Witchers there are that exist. Anyway, downloadable content installed. Yeah, that's all the DLCs. Yep. This is all the modded one. All that you see here. Let me check the audio. Yeah, quite correct. 20. I don't want it to go farther. Camera, aim, vibration. Like I'm using a controller. I don't know which is better, standard or alternative. I don't know which one is better. I'm not familiar with this one. Manual shift, yes. Colorblind, I'm not colorblind. Witcher sense, fisheye effects. I don't need that. Turn off, oh yeah, turn off. Automatic finisher, obviously. Need a bit of good move. Enemy upscaling, please don't. Automated camera centering, yes. And I guess that's it. This is all the mod that I installed. Auto hide weapon for the excuse me, for the cloak, wearing a cloak. And atmospheric night to make a better night, or in a bit more realistic and darker night. Depth of field to actually cover the unrendered background, and absolute camera. You will see it soon. Alright, enough of that. Let's just continue. Fresh start. Just a story. Enjoy a smooth ride through the world. Story and sword. You are happy to be challenged. Blood and broken bones. You are a seasoned, demanding gamer. Deathmatch. You are truly insane and loving it. I am truly insane and loving it. So we're gonna continue The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt with Deathmatch difficulty. Wait, was it Deathmatch I picked? Yeah, I picked Deathmatch. There we go. Show tutorial, yes. You'll be sorry. Please. Oh. Let's try it, let's try it. I mean, I have beat the game in hardest difficulty before. I mean, I played The Witcher 1 at hard, The Witcher 2 at dark. And now time to go the hardest difficulty. Please, you saw me play Jedi Fallen Order. Which I died many times. And now I got flashback on my life. I mean, of my Fallen Order gameplay. Okay, show tutorial, okay. And Import the save from the Witcher to save game. Import the Witcher to save game. So this is Iorveth's path. This save, auto save Iorveth's path, from the chapter 3. I mean, from the epilogue yesterday that I played. All right, let's continue.
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
I thought the game is gonna crash again, or otherwise I'm gonna cry. Do I have a problem with my stream? Did my stream all of a sudden turn red? I'm just about to enjoy the Witcher. No crying. No crying. No crying. Okay, all of a sudden my delay just now, I don't know why, maybe because of the save. Okay, let's continue. Welcome to the tutorial. Welcome to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This tutorial will introduce the game's core element. Each message will be saved in the glossary, where you will also find detailed information about the world lore and gameplay mechanics. Disable the tutorial message, go to the option menu. I'm not gonna let me refresh. Oh, okay. Sounds a little choppy. Is it? Tell me when you get back, and I'll just start. Are you back yet? Are you back yet? Ah. We're got back. Oh, okay, okay. Good to know. Do your thing. Okay. I'm not gonna disable the tutorial. Okay. The first save ever. I'm gonna. Yennefer of Vancouver. Let me just aim. And okay, save. And use the mouse to rotate. Ooh, the graphic looks much better than I remember. Oh, minimap and objectives. The minimap in the upper right hand corner of your display show your current location and the surrounding area. Beneath the minimap you will find the objectives for your active quests. Use your Witcher sense to find the key to the bedroom. Yeah, I'm looking. If you want to examine the item, walk, press.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Shit. Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
Indeed. Oh, there's Siri. My goodness. Beautiful. There's Siri. And I remember her during this time. She actually training with Witcher Cohen and Lambert. Cohen, I don't. Yeah, Cohen is from the School of the Griffin. So I'm guessing Yennefer and Geralt spent are amazing, right? My goodness, this is much more beautiful than I remember. I only did the test stream today, but only the roaming. But my goodness, somehow I feel new, especially after the first two games. Huge difference. Yes, very huge difference. The medallion is also have glowing eye. She modded that one. She asked me there are three types. The one that is streak, like in the trailer, like in The Witcher 2, and this one. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should just pick this one for her. I mean, I asked her to pick this one, and she put it. Right, let's see. The key is right there, but let's do something else. Let's examine the room. Anything extinguish?
Nothing but silver.
Gold clashes with my complexion. You should know that.
Huh, I'm just stuck just now.
Got any clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
Undergarments. There's Yennefer.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
Oh, here we go. Now this is the feature that I like. Like in The Witcher 1, you can just press number instead of, you know, going arrow up and arrow down, going, you know, up and down like that. This one you can just click. I want to stay with you a bit longer. Let's be unreasonable. You're right, I should go and see Ciri.
I don't want to be reasonable.
Aha, so that's the way the wind blows. Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
She sounds so hot. I'm in love.
Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
Really strong scent, lilac and gooseberries. Here's the key. You know what? Let's read the journal. Where is it? Is it J? No, that's a quest. Is it? Oh, here we go. Oh, dandelion. Oh wow. He looks different than I remember. Okay, dandelion. I would wager anyone that you, dear reader, are a person of culture and taste, and therefore already familiar with me, Dandelion, and the role I am to play in the following tale. Nevertheless, allow me to sketch a few lines by way of self-portrait, for the sake of thoroughness, and in the event you have spent much of the last half-century in some dark corner where the light of my star has yet to reach. Born in 1229, a talented poet and troubadour, a graduate of Oxenford Academy, a frequent performer at royal courts, an unequaled lover appreciated, and in some cases adored by ladies worldwide, a skilled negotiator, please. He always got himself into trouble, and a stirring orator. Such is the image of the barb dandelion, as painted by his friend and promoter. Never get a gooseberry, but yes to the lilac, and humbled. Humbled. This image is, of course, somewhat overbright in its coloring. I personally prefer to think of myself as dedicated artist in thrall of his muse, one whose work has been benefited immeasurable from the fact that I was, am, and forever will remain a close friend and steadfast companion to the Witcher Geralt. It is his fate I chronicles in this present work, and his story which I shall sing till the end of my days. It's kind of sad to hear, actually. Oh my, so much to read, but I'm willing. Geralt of Rivia. Many cannot fathom the friendship Geralt of Rivia and I, Dandelion, have shared all these years. When we first began breaking bread together, spiteful tongue said he did be better off cutting my throat and dumping my body in a hollow tree before I provoke someone else into doing the same to us both. Those individuals spoke out of pure jealousy, for Geralt was my dearest friend, in fact which he gave ample evidence of on numerous occasions. I could say a great deal about that wood famous monster hunter, a man known in elder speech as Gwynblade, or in our younger yet no less noble tongue as the White Wolf, for Geralt of Rivia is a truly exceptional individual. A brief encounter might tempt one to label him a mere swinger of swords, a simple monster catcher, a rough and hunt and tumble practitioner of a dirty trade. But peer closer, and you will soon discover he is a man of unplumbed plumbed depth, unique view, and vast world-spanning experience. On the surface, he is introverted, tight-lipped, one might even say gruff, but underneath lies an overflowing sea of goodness, good humor, and an honest readiness to help his friends, be it with a bit of sound advice or be masterful application of his blade. Setting aside cumbersome false modesty, I can say that I know his story better than any man alive. I was with him through hard times and good, helping and helping with wise advice, warm words, and razor wits. That is true. I mean, Dandelion many times have helped, but when it comes to thinking, he does help. Okay, that's the truth about in the book. Dandelion does help often. Okay, but when it comes to action, he most often try to help, but get himself into trouble. As a result, I am a vital part of his story, both in its early and present portion. It is thus my duty to continue my chronicle, and for the benefit of future generation, put in writing the next chapter of his deed and exploits. Yennefer of Vengerberg. The Witcher first met the raven-haired sorceress a good 20 years back. Their friendship and the feeling between them were born of a common adventure involving a genie and a wish granted to Geralt that intertwined their fates inextricably. In the time since their relationship had, however, been in the time since then, their relationship had, however, been quite stormy, rich in ups and downs, crises and breakups. Geralt and Yennefer love provokes irrefutable proof of the thesis that opposite attracts. A few years ago, Geralt and Yennefer had, after a long separation full of adventure from them both, gotten back together again. Their moment of repose was interrupted by the wild hunt, which took Yennefer captive. The Witcher set out at once to save her, but lost his memory while doing so. When he finally recovered it, he immediately set off once more on his quest to find his beloved sorceress. So Triss is just a side piece. Triss is actually in the books. Triss, I may not say this before, but in the book, Triss is kind of like a backstabber, I would say. Yeah, in the books, I never liked Triss because she's kind of like backstabber. She never loyal. By the way, in The Witcher 2, Chapter 3, she willing give up all her friends because she cannot endure torture, something like that. Which I'm not fond of Triss. I mean, no different than in the books. She also did that. She know Geralt was in love with Yennefer, yet she know that Yennefer was really upset to see her friend doing that, but she still take advantages. Pain sucks. Yeah, oh, pain sucks. You know, Yennefer was tortured. Okay, she was tortured upside down. I don't know what happened during that time, but I think she wanna gain the location one time. I don't remember. Try to find out where Geralt is. And another one, she was tortured by Vilgefort. So Vilgefort tried to, like how sorceress did in The Witcher, The Witcher Netflix season 2, torture Yennefer's teacher in The Witcher 2, torture uh, Kaer, try to get information, extract information. So Vilgefort did the same thing to Yennefer, but tried to reveal the person she cared the most because he tried to find Ciri. He want to capture Ciri, so he captured Yennefer. So he tortured Yennefer, tried to extract, reveal the person that she cared about. He thought that she cared about Ciri, but she cannot hold the torture so much. Eventually break off and reveal the person that she cared the most, and that is Geralt. Geralt is the person that she cared the most. And I tell you, you will hit this one part about Triss in the book, okay? So Yennefer was captured, and the Lord of Sorceress, Philippa and Triss is there. Philippa begged Triss to please spare Geralt. Do not let Philippa let Geralt die. And so Philippa said, Geralt is in a way. If Geralt's around, Ciri is gonna tangle with Geralt because Ciri loved Geralt so much. So Geralt's gotta go, Philippa said. And Triss say, do you know this is the lodge? The Lord time. Yes. This is the lodge that you serving, who willing to let the person that you care the most, Geralt, she know, Yennefer know, Triss care about Geralt too. You willing to let Geralt die? And Triss say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Triss. That's what Triss said. I mean, Ciri. Triss said to Yennefer, I'm sorry, Yennefer. So that really clearly tell she prioritized the lodge a lot more than Geralt, and Yennefer during that time said never. That is why at that very moment is what tainted Triss' reputation for me. I hate her in The Witcher 1, still don't like her in The Witcher 2, and I would never accept her in The Witcher 3. So I never liked Triss. I know, Yennefer might be uptight, but here's the thing. What my mom say. My mom say to me, you need sometimes you need a person to tell you to stop being a dickhead. You know, Geralt is kind of like goofy around sometimes, so you need a person like Yennefer to tell Geralt to stop. If you ask me, if between Yennefer and Shani, who would I pick? I would pick Shani, because Shani is like Yennefer, but Yennefer will go beyond. Yennefer has no boundary. Yennefer don't care of the consequence. Yennefer would just want to get. She handle with the consequence later. But Shani, like, okay, let's see. Is there any consequence? If you say no, okay, then we find another way. We're not gonna go through that. So Yennefer and Shani, I would pick Shani. But for now, I love Yennefer. Steph clearly knows all the Witcher lore there is. Well, I'm the Witcher lover. Wait, where am I going? Okay. But it's kind of sad, you know, because Shani understand that she's kind of like a field medic. She will always need to be on the road helping soldiers. So she cannot she cannot be inside that steady relationship, the settled down relationship. And she understand that Geralt is a Witcher. He will always be on the path. So he cannot settle down with a family. So that is why Shani and Geralt would never be together. So it's kind of sad too because. But I still love Yennefer. I love Yennefer. Maybe because her strictness is kind of like my wife. Well, I'm glad. At least you get to know a bit about the lore. Please don't listen to what I'm saying. Sometimes the story that I'm saying, the name sometimes mixed up. I just say. I remember the book as how I remember, but sometimes I say something different. Someone's sleeping.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. Had her taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls. Wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Therefore, also can't have kids because of the sacrifice ability. Yes, that is true. Which is kind of sad to think about it, you know. Don't get mad at her.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in a circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
The thing about Ciri, remembering her from the books, she is too intelligent for her own age, you know. For her age, she's kind of like too intelligent that sometimes she questions something. She don't even realize that she surpassed that level of thinking. The things that she curious is already the answer. Like most of, I think is the book after the Sword of Destiny. I think where Ciri trained with Yennefer. Yennefer asked her to do a lot of things, and she just surpassed it. Not even realize that she surpassed it. Better not.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Oh yeah, let's begin the tutorial. Yeah.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
To the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
I'm just gonna let her win. I don't want to. I don't want to let her have a good day. Remember to
What did I tell you
reload.
about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps. Ciri, cut it out.
Remember, no need to soft. Who knows? Maybe we have. I mean, other people have. Lambert, Eskel. Eskel not talk much with Ciri. I don't remember him talking much with Ciri, but I do remember him protecting Ciri. But Eskel, Lambert and Cohen. Cohen is play with him. I mean, Cohen play with her so much. Cohen, Witcher Cohen, but
Run into
Lambert
trouble.
always torture her.
Should I turn back and help you?
Nah, I can just win easily. Let's let her win. I can just win easily if I wanted to, so don't need to worry.
First! Na 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 na.
Yeah, let her have a good day. Damn, this is looking so beautiful. Hold.
Oh no. Vesemir's got that look.
What did you expect?
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Ooh, that was a good shot. I could just snap that photo for the thumbnail. Can still tell the difference between them? Between what, if I may ask? Between what, Insane Lord? in the dialogue. Welcome back, Lily. We just talked to Siri. Siri was down there just now. I let her win the race against me. Ghouls and Alghouls. Yes, I can tell the difference between ghouls and Alghouls. Well, there is no Alghouls in The Witcher 2. Oh, there is no Alghouls in The Witcher 2. I remember now. There is no ghoul. There is Drowners and Spectres are the most famous in Setroid as well. But in The Witcher 2, The Witcher 1, there is ghouls, Alghouls, and Gravier. There's another the fourth, and then the biggest one. Scimitar is big, and the biggest one I capture it as a trophy. Yeah, there is ghouls, Alghouls, uh, oh damn it! I just said it just now. Ghouls, Alghouls, and whatever. Yeah, I can tell the difference. But in this version, if I remember correctly, there's only two versions. Do you remember their witness? If I remember correctly, in The Witcher 1, there is no witness. They all attack the same way, the same method. Only the difference is that they strike a lot stronger. You know, they strike a lot stronger in The Witcher 1. If I remember correctly, in The Witcher 2, at The Witcher 3, there's only two types, ghouls and Alghouls. And Alghouls have telekinetic abilities and spiky. So the only way to counter that is by using Etsy. Okay, that's one way to do it. Etsy is the way to counter Alghouls. You just Etsy it, and it will retract back the spikes, which make them vulnerable. What happens if I use Yurden? I remember the rule about The Witcher 3 is that uh always accept a drink. If someone invite you to have a drink, always accept. That's the rule about The Witcher, and never negotiate the price. That's the two rules I remember. And also the third one is optional. When it comes to strike, only two strike and then dodge. Two strike, dodge. I still got it. Okay, let's start the fundamental. Never turn down tails. Never turn. What tails? 4. There is no 4. The Witcher 4. What? The fourth game? The Witcher 4. I wish. Okay. I wish. I don't want to see Geralt in The Witcher 4. Okay. I don't want to see him. I want him to end in The Witcher 3. Master of the lore. I don't even want to see Geralt in The Witcher 4. For never turn down the. Oh, never. Never turn down the female. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Never turn down the female. Always romance, huh? Okay, there is. I know this one mission. Okay, I don't know. I remember streamers stream it a lot, so I'm guessing it's fine. A lot of big streamers stream it, so I'm guessing it's fine. Reginald's. If anyone knows, can you name some in Setroid? No, I can't name them, but I do recognize their looks. Hey, I don't recognize the name. I do recognize the looks. Okay, I don't recognize the name. If I see it, I know how it looks like. If I remember, Alghouls and ghouls are flesh red. Alghouls have kind of like a volcanic flesh on its back. In Setroid, well, Arrakis is in Setroid. Arachnic is in Setroid. I don't know what else is there. I do remember there is a spider, but I can't remember where. Blood and wine. Yes, spider. Yes. Alright, let's begin tutorial. Begin tutorial number 1.
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
sword, Geralt.
Yes, necrophages, ghouls, all ghouls, drowners, whatever the rest is. We're gonna look into that later. Combat. Witcher must be prepared to fight foes of all kind, be they plate-clad knight, ethereal wraith, or bone-crushing giant, to match the strength and exploit the weakness of different enemies. Witcher need to use a variety of weapons and combat techniques. The core tool of their trade are their sword, one steel to fight humans and non-human, and the other silver for slaying monsters, which have also mastered a simple form of combat magic. These signs are not as powerful as the spell wielded by mages, but they can be cast very quickly with simple one-handed gesture, making them quite useful in the heat of combat. Witchers are also adept in basic alchemy. They can brew powerful potions, blade oils, and bombs, all of which gives them a keen advantage when fighting stronger or faster foe. Show the sign. Show the sign. Well, this is Quen, this is Art, this is Igni, this is Yerden, and this one is Atsi. Maybe just Geralt just do like this. I know Geralt do Atsi in the. This is Atsi, Atsi E, Atsi E, the sign language meaning Atsi E, Atsi E, Atsi E, Atsi E. Yeah. I remember all the sign, but there is no like finger sign in the Witcher 1. The Witcher 1 they just fireball. In the Witcher 1. I do know the sign in the Witcher 2 also have sign on the finger, but I don't remember during the fighting. But I do remember during the cutscene when Geralt versus Letho, Geralt put art sign against Letho. Alright, let's continue. Okay. Select the target. Press Alt to select or deselect target. When you have a target selected, all your attacks are direct towards it. You don't have to select a target during combat, but doing so can help you focus on specific opponents. Yeah, I always use
cuts.
101.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
And one.
Tomfoolery. Enough.
Okay.
I'm too old for this shit. Strong strikes now. Give it all you got. Never lock your elbow when striking, young lady.
And one.
Stop showing off, Geralt.
I just hit you, Vesemir.
Dodge.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Oh, I was double click just now. Can I? Oh, okay, double click can also work. And
Come on, at them.
to roll space. Yeah. This feature is actually made by fans who modded the game. The fan of The Witcher 2 find they find the control in The Witcher 2 so clunky, so delay, that they add this new feature which is called dodge, side dodge, rather than side roll. Side roll is kind of like emergency dodge. Dodge is just like a quick dodge, like just now. You got side dodge and roll. You got dodge and roll. Okay, space. Okay.
Now, parry. Ciri, see how Geralt holds his sword, its angle.
What am I supposed to parry? Stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike!
Maybe a storm's coming.
And one.
What did Aska and Lambert talking about? I'm sorry, I didn't hear them.
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Quen.
Quen.
Ciri, Quen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why.
This will be quick and painful.
and critical effects. Okay.
Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Here's a sign. Select Igni.
See? If not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now.
See that he gained health.
Alright, Geralt. Come on.
Oh shit! Oh shit! No! 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 Okay. What am I pressing? Ard. Okay. Ard.
See that, Ciri? Art. Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this feeling. Axie can really muddle your mind.
Can.
Erden now. Show her, Geralt. See this, Ciri? Couldn't move if I wanted to. Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Ciri. Quen will dampen the blow.
Huh.
Damn it.
What was that? Training bomb. Just a training bomb. Okay. Whole queue. Free training. The combat tutorial is now over. If you want, you can continue training with Vesemir. To stop training, simply seize your sword by pressing C. Okay, let's train with
Fine.
Vesemir.
Enough. Continue training at will.
Whoa! Only 2 strike, remember.
I'm too old for this shit.
What else do I need to use? I think I'm good enough. Shall I move on?
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
See? What happened if I do the 3rd strike? If you make a combination and have... I don't remember what potion, but there is a potion where you can... if you combine the attacks, it gives you a lot stronger attacks.
Come on!
Oh! I can't see anything.
Not bad.
Okay. Let's oh. Okay. Jeez.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri? I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the? Vesemir.
Adriana will take this, and you, White Wolf.
No!
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Wow, the Wild Hunt. I haven't heard the Wild Hunt voice for so long. That sound they sound so badass. I mean, King Aridin, the king of the Wild Hunt. He sounds so awesome. I haven't heard his voice for a long time. I wonder whose voice acting that voice. Okay, now let's talk about it. Let's see.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
I know we will. That's not what worries me. You've seen her tracks. She's at full gallop all the time. Breakneck speed through wild lands, devastated battlefields. She's in a hurry to get somewhere. Or fleeing something. Either way, it means trouble of some sort.
Be surprised if she wasn't in trouble. She's always poked her nose in beehives. Courtly intrigues here, mages' conspiracies there. What do you expect?
Don't know. Guess I thought once we were finally reunited, things would be calm. At least for a while.
Calm? With Yennefer? Good luck.
I like the beard though. I gotta say, the beard looks so mature, so awesome. Hot too. But in the book The Witcher, Geralt have no beard in the books. That is why Henry Cavill has no beard in the Netflix, which upset game fans. But I don't mind to see him have no beard like that. It is how it is in the book.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Yeah, that's what make it a nightmare. Duh. Yes, that is true. But like before, also inside the books, you will hear me mention a lot about inside the books. When Geralt's dreams become reality. Turns out to be reality. Turns out becoming reality.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Oh, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
You remember Vesemir, Askel, and Lambert? They were in The Witcher 1, the first prologue. The prologue in The Witcher 1, and then we never see them anymore. To see him again put a smile to my face. Stuff unicorn. Yeah, let's share with him. Get him a bit of knowledge about younger generation. Let's do it.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh. But it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Here we go. Oh. Kill the ghouls. Life on the continent and in the Skellige Isles is nasty, brutish, and short. War lays wasted on the land, and those in sparse lives in fear, fear of the countless monsters lurking outside every town and villages. Monsters are shown with silver health bar above their heads, indicating that you should fight them with your silver sword. Okay. Oh, let's do it.
What? Lost your nerve?
Oh wow. That's kinda... Let me try something. Let's try this one. Now that's better. Oh, that one's running. That one's running. Whoop. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, don't. Oh, fuck. Good thing I got Quen. Ha. Shit. I have to look at everything right now. Shit. Stay in distance. Woohoo!
Time to end.
Vesemir got that one. Steady. Steady. It's attacking Vesemir. Okay, striking opponents generate adrenaline points. Certain abilities you can acquire allows you to perform special attacks that require and consume adrenaline points. Your adrenaline points slowly decline when you are not engaged in combat. Got it.
Of course, when armies pass, necrophages follow.
Sh-
Let's go before any more show up.
To have your horse combat, press X. Okay. Let me do everything here first. Guess there's something here. Yes. Beware, bandits calling themselves Temeria soldier are hiding in nearby woods. They have been declared outlaws and a threat to the Emperor's subjects. Assisting or sheltering them in any way will be summarily punished to the fullest extent permitted by imperial law. On behalf of the Emperors of Nilfgaard, Captain Peter Sar Gwynleaf, I'm a threat. Just like we're in adrenaline, convenient. I'm a threat. Better run. Okay. Let's read. What do I have inside my inventory? Here you're carrying equipped items. Here's another items currently in your possession. Select a tab to show the items. Okay. Here you will find information about most important characteristic. Okay. To equip an item, drag into your bag to an appropriate slot or double click it. This tab show crafting components and ultimate ingredients. This tab show quest items and all items which fit in the other categories. Okay. This tab show food and items on your for Roche. Okay. This tab show oil, potions and bombs. Okay. This tab show weapons and armor. You remember in The Witcher 1, almost half of it is just inventory items. Half of it. And it's so tiny. Very tiny. I can't even see what I'm clicking. I see everything based off what I read. I mean, they fill up the whole spaces now, which is good. You can toggle between. Was horrible. It was horrible. I mean, I wish that it showed the whole screen. I mean, what's the point of having the empty space on the left side and everything is packed onto the right side? In The Witcher 1, you can toggle between large and small items description by pressing. Okay. You can see how given items will look on Geralt just by pressing X. Using the preview option, you can see how items will look which you cannot yet equip. To choose the order in which items will be shown, press F. To see your characteristic, hold C or press C to go to the statistic panel. Oh, that's better. I think I'll take these. I don't need these. I mean, I don't need to worry about my health. Letter to Yennefer. Oh, here we go. Book and scrolls. Use A or D to select between unread books and scrolls. Once read, they will add it to the book panel in the glossary. Okay. Yennefer's letter. Dear friend. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the story after this one. Okay, after I read it. Forgive me for not asking about your health or how you have been these last years. Time is very short. I have important news. We must meet as soon and soon. Write to Willoughby near Vizima, and don't spare the horses. Yeah, that's Yennefer. While I do eagerly await our reunion, I won't be able to wait eagerly or otherwise very long. Your dear friend, Yennefer. P.S. I still have the unicorn. Oh. Okay, dear friend. Here's the thing. After the first time Geralt separate with Yennefer, Geralt write the letter to Yennefer, say dear friend, and Yennefer respond with piss, like she repeated say dear friend, like dear friend, I'm sorry to call you dear friend, I'm sorry for responding you in hostile manner, dear friend. She just keeps saying that because she's so upset that Geralt used the word dear friend. To read the letter is quite funny actually. We should read the books. Seriously, you should. Okay, glossary, huh? Ooh, ghouls. Okay, okay. Let's read about ghouls. Necrophages. Yeah. Um, ghouls creeps and crawls at night, eating Oh, I didn't click anything. What was that? Oh, the mouse. That's kind of disturbing. Save. Friend zone by Geralt. Yes. It's not that Geralt want her to be in the friend zone. It's that he don't know how to be kind. He don't know how Yennefer is gonna be. You know, he don't want to put her, but he don't know. That is why he put dear friend. Friend zone. Guru creeps and crawl at night, eating everything in sight. In a snap they did eat you too, chop you up for a ghoulish stew. Children's rhymes. That is a really good rhyme. Ghouls and Graviers, yeah. Ghouls and graviers are hard to describe. In part they resemble human, in The Witcher 1. Monstrous human. Yet on whole they are the utter negation of all that is human. Though they have arms and legs like men, they walk on all four like dogs and badger. Though they have eerily familiar faces, one search them in vain for any sign of sentiment, reason, or even a spark of consciousness. They are driven by one thing and one thing only, an insatiable craving for human flesh. Death phage, eat necrophages. Ah, good to know. That's a really good intel. Neko, death phage, eat. Neko, phage, death eats. Ah, no wonder why they're always craving for corpses. You remember Vatala? Remember Vatala? The talking ghouls in The Witcher 1? Eaters of the Dead, 13th Warrior. 13th Warrior? Sounds familiar. What else is there? Glossary, right? Oh, here we go. Ciri. Cirilla Fiano Ellen Rionen. What I can possibly say about her, that we call her Ciri for short, that she was born in 1251, that she has ashen hair and a scar on her cheeks. All true, and that the Cirilla I know best, the one I first laid eyes upon those many years ago, the one who seemed thoroughly, well, not ordinary, but certainly not as extraordinary as she in fact is. For Cirilla is also a highly skilled witcher, heiress to several thrones, the last bearer of the elder blood, a powerful source endowed with exceptional magic talent, and the lady of times and space. Her hair color and date of birth seems rather incidental now, don't they? I could also tell you she is Geralt's adopted daughter, but that would be a gross simplification. Ciri is much more. She is his destiny, his unexpected child, someone bound to the Witchers by fate, most inextricably tangled fetter. Following age-old Witcher tradition, Geralt took Ciri to Kaer Morhen when she came into his care. There, he and Vesemir taught her in the ways of the professional monster slayer. It was then that her magic talent were first revealed, and they discovered she was a source. Yeah, that is why she called for. The Witcher Geralt called for Triss. The first time Cirilla meet Triss is in the forest, and Triss already know what Ciri is. And Ciri was really much like a witcher already. She moved like a witcher, she tossed like a witcher, she stand like a witcher. I remember when Triss entered Kaer Morhen. You see, in the Witcher books, uh, uh, the view of certain person's eyes, like the view of facial or eyes, really tell the type of character. I don't know either human ever read that type, but the Witcher have read the person and know how the person is like, how they're actually like. If I remember, is used in the potion to, yes, yes, it was used, the elder blood, in one of the trial of the grasses. Is it? I don't remember. But try to check the sources. But I think it is in the it was created. It is was created in the potion to create the witchers. Um, you see the in the when Triss first met first visit Kaer Morhen in the book, the witcher have this sideways stand like this, like this, like left leg front, and always look like 11 or 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock, something like that. They always stand like this. And by the time Ciri, because of her training, she also performed the same stand, like the Witcher, always be on a ready. This is kind of like a ready move, ready for anything danger. So Triss was about to laugh, say it's funny when to see, Triss say it's funny to see Ciri stand like that. And one of the things that I want to point out, I don't know why the Witcher Netflix make Yennefer forget. I mean, Yennefer not know what wish did Geralt utter. Because in the book, Yennefer was so proud and so relieved to hear Geralt make the last wish and pick Yennefer. Yennefer was so happy. I don't know why they decided. Maybe they want to create drama during the time when they meet Botch. But in the books, Yennefer was so happy. And in the books, Geralt looked deep into Yennefer. Like, look into Yennefer's eye and Yennefer's body structure. He realized that the way of the stand, Yennefer's lips, Yennefer's jaw movement, Yennefer's hand, everything indicate that Yennefer once used to be a hunchback. That is the thing about The Witcher. When you look too deep into someone, observe them too much, they will eventually reveal themselves who they were before. And Geralt was so scared that he read too much, he totally wiped that off his mind and never thought about it anymore because he worried if Yennefer will read her mind during that time. Anyway, let's continue the reading. Ciri gift proved a curse as well. Because of it, she could one day have to hide from the entire world, even Geralt. Askel, the best swordsman in The Witcher, the School of the Wolf. Askel is actually the best swordsman. Askel, during his youth, Askel and Geralt, they're like twins, almost like twins. The Witcher teacher having hard time to differentiate them because they look almost alike. Yeah, they look almost alike. So, but when it comes to who's the best swords player in The Witcher School of the Wolf, it is Askel. Askel, all Witchers have a great deal in common, but with Askel and Geralt, the similar are particularly striking. They first met as two boys of the same age, swinging wooden sword at Kaer Morhen. They then went through an ordeal together, the first round of selections, the murderous changes, the trial of the grasses, and training on the gauntlet, the Witcher's daunting obstacle course. They also received received hidings together for more than one act of childish delinquency. When they became adult, they walked the path separately, but still reconvent at Kaer Morhen nearly every winter to wait out the cold, drink to their successes, and remember fallen comrades. Though Eskel never gained Geralt's renown, he equaled the White Wolf. Also, inside the books, Geralt don't have the. I mean, Eskel don't have the scars yet. Uh, White Wolf, he contracted with care and efficiency. Death had almost taken him many times during his hunt, yet in an ironic twist, the hideout scars on his face came not from a monster's claw, but from a blade of uh, Deirdre Edimane, his highly unpredictable, unexpected child. It's kind of sad to think about how Eskel lost his unexpected child. That child got eaten by Draconid, which is quite sad. Did I ever tell you? Oh, I told you many times how Geralt turned his hair white. Never mind. Unless if you wanted to know, then I will tell the story again. Lambert, the youngest among the Witchers of Kaer Morhen, and perhaps the last ever trained within its walls. By the start of our tale, Lambert had proven his chops many times over, having hunted down many and mighty beasts and traversed nearly all the continent's realm several times over. Yet he had also developed a reputation for arrogance and sardonic humor, and his gruff and at times excessively blunt manner could irritate even his fellow witchers of the School of the Wolf. Yeah. Whatever his vice, it went without saying that Lambert would brave the fire of many hells for his companions. That is true. Vesemir. Vesemir was the oldest living member of the school of the Wolf School, and most likely the oldest witcher of any school on the continent, about as long in years as the ruins of Kaer Morhen themselves, and though eternally complaining about his creaky bones. Thank you for the lurk. I'll see you again, Instant Lord. This master of the Witcher trade gave no thought to what well-deserved retirement. Grey but still spry, continued to ply the monster hunting trade into his golden year, effectively too, as he'd seen more beasts than all his students put together. A harsh and demanding instructor in Geralt's youth, over the years he had become something of an adoptive father and mentor to the other witchers, always ready to help with sage advice and steady hands. In the spring of 1272, when our story began, Vesemir had joined Geralt on his search for Yennefer, tracking. Is that how you pronounce tracking? I thought it's Track. Whatever. Trekking with him through war-ravaged Temeria. This panel, you can browse through the content of all books and scrolls you have found, even if you later sell a books. Its content will still be available here. Travel. Ah, okay, good to know. Book and scroll. On the left, you can select book and scroll letter. Their content will be shown in the center of the screen. Okay. Okay. So it's already almost 2 a.m. I'm gonna end my stream here. I know you want to see more, but I need to wake up early tomorrow because I got class around 10. So yeah, we're gonna continue this one another time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, or maybe after the art lesson stream. So thank you very much to everyone. I'm gonna end my stream here. I know I read a lot and telling a lot of story, but we're gonna continue this one another time. So I'll see you all again whenever you can drop by. Bye bye.